The year was 1945, the final months of World War II. Europe was a battlefield of ruins and fire. In the forests of eastern France, snow covered the ground, and the air smelled of gunpowder and smoke. Among the weary American troops stood Audie Murphy, a 19-year-old soldier from Texas who looked far too young to lead men into battle. But behind those calm blue eyes was a courage that few could match. Audie was the son of a poor farmer. He grew up during the Great Depression, hunting rabbits and deer to feed his family. When the war began, he tried to enlist in the Marines, then the paratroopers, but both rejected him for being too small. He weighed only 110 pounds and stood barely 5.5 feet tall. But the U.S. Army finally accepted him in 1942. He trained hard, tougher than most, determined to prove himself. "It's not the size of the man," he used to say. "It's the fight inside him." Within months, that fight would be tested in ways he could never have imagined. By early 1945, Murphy had already seen years of brutal combat: Sicily, Italy, and southern France. He had been wounded 3 times, promoted for bravery, and had watched dozens of friends die. Yet, he refused to back down. His men trusted him because he never asked them to do what he wouldn't do himself. Then came January 26, 1945, near a small village called Holtzwihr in France. Murphy's company of 120 men was ordered to hold a defensive position against advancing German tanks and infantry. The weather was bitterly cold, and the forests silent except for the sound of artillery in the distance. Suddenly, that silence broke. A line of 6 German tanks appeared on the road, followed by hundreds of infantrymen moving through the trees. The Americans were outnumbered 5-1. Their radios called for support, but reinforcements were miles away. Murphy ordered his men to take cover in the woods. Then, he climbed on top of a burning tank destroyer, a wrecked vehicle left from a previous battle. Its .50 caliber machine gun was still working, though the vehicle was full of fuel and could explode any second. His comrades shouted for him to get down, but he refused. "I'm staying here," he yelled back. "As long as that gun still fires, I'm not moving." Then the young Texan opened fire.